Generic greetings! Ah yes, look at all of that wood heading off. Let's just manually open that, and 900 exports. Very, very nice. In the previous episode, we planned out all of this left-hand side, as you can see. So it has been fairly well received, although there's a couple of changes we really need to make, and obviously there's different pieces and stuff that we need to sort out. A lot of people mentioning what we want in here, like a lot of people really saying, yes, get gangs, get gangs. I'm still not convinced, but I'm not ruling it out, so we'll see how that one goes. We've had a couple of comments about this area here, saying that we should probably change it round so it's I think they said like shrink up the kitchen, but I'm fairly certain that is about right. A lot of people were agreeing with that as well. Down the bottom, but over this side here, a lot of people saying we're gonna have some problem when it comes to the load balancing of all of the workers and such. And as you can see, I think you're right about that one. We've got a lot of people, a lot of these gardeners planting stuff, but a lot of the trees are just starting to pop up now, and I believe some of them are being moved into the sawmill, and some of them are actually these are not. These are now not working. This is problematic because a lot of people on sawmills, but not a lot on the press. On the presses over here. So we're making license plates, but we're not really exporting it fast enough. Also, we're not cutting up any of this wood. What you do is you bring the wood in here, and then you saw it, and then you can either sell the sawed planks, or you can make luxury beds, which don't really have a purpose in the game. I mean, you can use them, but I think it increases the overall level. But it's only one thing. It's something that hasn't really been expanded, and I wish they would actually do that. There's a log there, look, but they're not really messing around with it. We might have to change this around. We might have to get rid of that press. I don't know. I'll look into that later. But yeah, a lot of people saying we're going to have problems with the load, and as you can see, yes, we are really having a problem with that. But we're making a lot of money with these exports, and that was the overall idea, so we didn't have to mess around too much. Anyway, as you can see, we've got a lot of people, they're sorting all of this area out, which is good. What we need to do is run a couple of, do we need to run any more? I don't think we need to run any more fencing. No, I don't think we do. Right, what I'm going to do then is I want to put some jail doors pretty much in copies of the other places we have around here. So let's just sort this out. Look at all that. That's all of the trees that need to be chopped down eventually, but it's going to take quite a while for them to get on with that. So let me just place all of these. So these are going to be like... do we have doors like that? We do have doors like that. Excellent. So we're going to have doors like that all the way along. A couple of people saying we should expand this so it's more than just a 2 all the way down and make it a little bit bigger, but don't think we need to. I think we're okay for the time being. So what I need to do, because this is going to be open, I need to have doors in here. So doors like this, like so, and then that should be it should be okay on that side. How does it go from here? It just goes around, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just free to go around. So that should be about right. Oh, hang on. What's going on over here? Someone's getting tased. There we go. 17,934 daily intake. I don't know how that has been calculated based on your current expenses and income. I'm guessing it's because of the exports. Yeah, 18,000 in exports. And then obviously we've got corporation tax on there as well, which is starting to cripple us. We can spend 50 grand to reduce it down to 1%. We're actually reducing it now. We're putting it down from 30% to 15%, and then you can put it to 1% by doing some really, really dodgy things as well. But we'll see. What I want to do a full shakedown, and while I'm here, I'm going to go to guards, and actually no, we need to hire more guards. I was going to say more patrols, but we need to hire more guards. We're going to hire up to 50 guards. There we go. It doesn't really matter too much because of the amount we're going to get here. So we're going to do a full shakedown, mainly because we haven't done one recently, and we might have some tunneling that we really do need to worry about. So a lot of these jail doors are now in. So I think it's about time we get this area planned off and put in the buildings. So let us do that. Let's go to Let's go to buildings, brick, and we'll place this area in here. Now, this is going to be our canteen kitchen type thing, and it's going to be quite annoying to build. We'll see how it goes. And I'm putting this in first because our current canteen, I wouldn't say is over... I don't think it is overtaxed. I think it's on its limit of what it can supply realistically. Because remember, when prisoners go to eat, not all of them will eat. Some of them will just stand around, and some of them, you know, they're not just going to all grab massive portions. But I still think expanding the canteen and taking a load off is always going to be useful. And that's why I got the micromanagement, because if I didn't get the micromanagement, we would have to then... It might automate it and place it so it wouldn't work properly and start assigning prisoners to bits that I don't want them to be assigned to. Hang on, why didn't that work? Oh, it's because we're out of cash. Wow, okay. That's an interesting one. This is quite bad, actually, because I can't actually finish this building. Ah, right, what I'm going to do is cancel that then. Cancel that building. We'll get our money back, which is good. But we'll get this one up and running. So we want a staff door on this side. Actually, we don't want a staff door. We want probably a standard door there, and then we'll have a metal detector right after it, obviously. A lot of the, as you can see, look, a lot of the people have started to come in here because they can get contrabands flung in. So what I'm going to do is go to deployment and then just change all this to staff only for the time being. There we are. And these are saying no access, which... we should really resolve somehow. How am I going to fix that? That's a question. A lot of people have said we just don't need these fencing all the way around the outside. No, you don't, but it looks cool. And that's all the justification I need. I don't know about yourself, but it's all I need. What's the best way of doing it? Probably just getting rid of that fencing and that fencing there. And dismantling these doors. Now, that might cause me some issues in the long term, but in the short term it works. And also, I just thought of something. It's not a terrible plan. For a start, they can happily traverse this place, but also, if I do this, it means if any prisoners escaping and running through here, there's a nice little open gap for the snipers to shoot through. Although I think they can shoot through the fencing anyway, so there's no real problem there. Right, so we're going to crack on here, get all this put in. I don't know about the logs. Are they still doing that? No, they're just using the saws and presses. What's probably best is if I dismantle that. Let's see what happens. It might then the workshop might shout at me saying it's not a legitimate workshop, but we'll see what happens. Been several people commenting about this forestry, saying it's a bit of a waste. We're not really. There's a lot more we could have done over that side. Yes, you were right, but I would question what else could you do there? You are right. We could have done more, but what more would be worth it? I mean, if we just added more cells, I mean, we're going to be doing that over this side and down the bottom anyway. We're going to have probably 300, 400 capacity by the time we're done here. We don't need anyone else over there. We don't really need any other items, as far as I can tell. We don't need any security or any showers or anything like that. No point in putting the kitchen and canteen there, because they would have to travel quite far to get a bit of brekkie, so I don't see what the point is. I really don't. Either way, I'm not doing anything with it. So, this area here, we have a bit of a problem because we don't yet have... That guy is obviously got something on him that he shouldn't, because he's having a wander around, and we need to go to deployment, and then all this is now staff only. There we are, and that as well. And that little bit there. Don't know why that place is leveled off. It's going to be a bit... This is going to be iffy until we get all of the fencing and the building put in. So, I've dismantled that. At least I told it to be dismantled. And told that to be dismantled as well. There you go. For some reason, it just sometimes doesn't bother. It doesn't allow you to click on it. It just goes, can't bother. Right. A slight problem. We don't have, yet, anywhere for the power. We don't have any power things. So we're probably going to need 2 power blocks. In fact, we might even put another water supply over here while we're at it. And I don't know where we're going to put it now. People have said put it in the centre. I put the power in here. And it's not a terrible idea. I'm just thinking that with the kitchen and canteen, we're going to be double kitchen. See that there? Let's have a quick look at the grid. Utilities. So that's very colourful. So this grid here, this power station is supplying that kitchen. It's supplying all of this, and it's supplying all up the top up here, including that bit up the top. So there's a lot going on for that one thing. So I think we do need two. So what I'll do, planning, walls. 5 by 5 there. Right? And then if we have a 3 by 3 and then a 1. And that's the 2 and that's the boiler. Actually, we'll probably spin that round. 3 by 3 and then a boiler. So that there is going to be our power block, right? And we'll have that on both sides. So the building is, from the edge, a 9 by 13. So it is that. Alright, so that's going to be the same on either side, because we're going to have water boilers to boil all the water for the showers and other things in here, the radiators and such, and also we need to go over that side as well. So that's that fine. We still got, there's been many suggestions for this room. One of them being, well, currently you're saying you don't have, or I don't have, a laundry. And yeah, you're right, we don't have a laundry. That is problematic. So what I'm probably going to do is have a laundry around here, as well as a cleaning cupboard, and we may even put in another chapel. I think another chapel might be in order, because they're always useful. We've only got the one, so more might be a good idea. But I don't know how we're going to place it. We'll see. Right, so this is going to be, again, it's a bit more money, bit more expenditure here, but we should be able to build this. So here we go. In terms of death row, people asking how many people we're going to have in death row. We don't need a lot of death row, and in reality, you can't get a lot of death row. You don't just get, like, you can't just bring them in like you do normal prisoners. So I think we'll have a capacity of maybe 6 for death row, and even that is well over the top. You don't need anywhere near that, but that's, you know, that's roughly what we'll have. But we'll see as we plan. We won't be doing death row this episode. No one won't be getting that. So I do need an entrance to this place. I'll put one there. There we are. And the doctor's calling. We've been getting reports of sickness from a number of prisoners. It might be worth identifying and quarantining the infected to stop it from spreading. Okay. I think it's time then. Bang up. So all the prisoners back to their cells. Apparently, there are 6 infectious prisoners. There's one. I've already found one. So we'll go over there. And there's one in there as well. So that guy's going to get cured. And you can go over there as well. Administer some cure. Right. Hopefully that's okay. Let's just go around now and check to see if we can find any more prisoners that are green. And a little sick around here, which is not great. I don't know why there's so much sick. I'm guessing they've all got a lot of alcohol need. Yeah. We've got Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff like that. I think these buildings, because a lot of people have flung many ideas, and to be honest, pretty much everything was included. You know, have an infirmary, have another common room, blah blah. I think they are just going to be that. There's going to be a big collection of rooms with pretty much everything in it. I'm going to bring the other person over here, the doctor, because I found someone that needs curings. And there's some cure. Where else? Nothing around here. Checking around. Sometimes it's hard to see based on the skin tone. Yeah, this guy's like quite pale, and the green doesn't really affect him that much. No, you. No, him. Is he not? Is he just a bit green? Needs treating. It definitely says needs treating. I'm ordering you to treat him, please. And it's not doing it. It's just not doing it for some reason. Don't know why. Don't have a clue. Right, so there's one in there as well. Get the doctor. 1 unit of treatment. Actually, I've just told him to go and treat the book, but I don't know what he's going to treat it with. Inject the parchment, please. I'm telling him to be treated and it's not working at all. Right, well, I don't know what else I can do about that, because I was trying to do it. Can I just take him to the infirmary? Am I going to have to take him to the infirmary? Let's see if the guards actually do that. I've ordered it. I've had this before, and all I did is lock them up, and then the doctors went round, fixed the problem. It's not working. They're just getting worse. I've treated several of the prisoners. If I let them out, all that's going to happen is they're going to go in here, and they're going to get sick. And then they're going to spread it, and spread it, and spread it. What I'm going to do, actually, go to our staff and doctor and hire 2 more, because we don't have any. Or we've got several beds, but we don't have the amount we need. Come on, you. Treat the effing prisoner. Please treat the prisoner. Yay! Treatment! Treated, right. So let's keep going. Needs treating. It definitely says needs treating. Treat the prisoner. Treating. Treated. Done. Right. So this is good. So we've treated, I believe, 4 prisoners. So let's just have a quick scoot about. Hang on, is he green? No, he's not. A quick scoot about, see what we can find. We've got no prisoners. Ah, that's a problem. Guard patrols currently going. Let's put another guard patrol on this, because I currently don't have anyone with line of sight up the top here. So I'm gonna have to go in manual each one. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, we don't have any windows on this place. We should have put windows on the back of these, and I forgot to do it. There's been a lot of that. What I'm going to do, by the way, is once we've got this pretty much finalised, I'm going to be having one last episode of like the polishing episode, and just solely focusing on fixing the little niggles and issues that we have around the prison and all the bits that we just haven't got to, just to let you know. Right, I'm going to turn it off bang up, and then we're going to do a shakedown. This is going to piss people off a lot, because obviously people have serious complaints of being banged up and blah blah blah, but this can't be helped. Right, while they're cracking on with that one, we're going to go to our brick wall, and we're going to place some brick walls all the way along like so, and then we need to go to utilities, and then to power, and then we'll put the power in there. We'll put a... I don't think we need 2 water pumps in here, but we'll see. We'll leave it. Oh, look at that danger level. It's flying up. And we found a tunnel. We have found a tunnel. I'll be honest. When they start digging that, there was going to be, you know, when they started to dig it, they were probably thinking, oh, no, not much, not very far to go. Then they expanded the land, and they just went, well, crap. It's a bit too far now, isn't it? So, total infected prisoners is 4. 3. It's going down, but I reckon the infection's going to go up now, because as soon as people come in here, there's an infected prisoner there. Hang on, I've just found him. You. So I'm going to say punish lockdown for 48 hours. Actually, no, solitary for 24 hours, right? I'm going to send him to solitary, because I don't want... There's a lot of people kicking off now. And we got a riot. We have a riot underway. Right. This is not good. What I'm going to do then, I thought this might happen. I'm going to go to armed guards and get 1, 2. I can't get more than 2. I can't get more than 2. Oh my good grief. Right. We had a riot in this shower block. That's never a good thing, is it? That's never a good thing. But... And 2 deaths. 1 guard. My. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect a riot, I'll be honest. Wow. It's because I've had them locked up for so long and they've obviously got a lot of needs and such. And the infection spreading. 25 prisoners are infected. Oh my good grief. So we've had infections, we've had riots. 70 prisoners now infected, 76, 70. Oh my good grief. Right, I think I may have just killed the prison. I had to let them out because otherwise they were going to start rioting everywhere. I just thought because we've managed to sort most of the prisoners out, we'd be okay. But now we've got 76 prisoners that are infected. And that is not good. Where are the doctors? They are going around healing. Yes, they are. Right, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go to staff and then doctors. I'm not going to hire any more. I was going to hire some more. And, I was going to hire some more. And then get this all cured. But I don't have the money. So we could sell some shares if we really wanted to. But I've already sold... I think I've already sold some anyway to get some money. Hang on. No. I haven't. No recent deaths. Yeah, you can't sell shares because of the recent deaths. So the infection is going up and down because obviously prisoners are happily wandering around. Danger levels flying up because of the serious complaints. Need for food, freedom, family recreation, all of that. It's because we've had them locked up for so long. This is the problem. It is flying up. But if I'm just going to have to keep buying, I guess. I'm going to keep buying armed guards because we need to get them on patrol again. I don't really care that it's going to knock them back for this foundation education because that's one thing I did at the start of the last couple of episodes. I think it was a couple of episodes ago. I said what I want to do is have it so we get rid of a lot. I'll get rid of all the armed guards, reduce the suppression to nothing, and then what that'll allow us to do is get them on the different programs, foundation education, and get them going there. As you can see, there's a couple interested, but now they're going down. That was 4, now it's down to 2. Because, again, the suppression effect. Hang on. Foundation education program, 2 interested. Yeah, general education, there's 1 in the queue. Don't know if it's actually working. What I also want to do as well is go for guard taser certification. We'll start that. Carpentry apprenticeship, we'll start that as well, and then we'll reschedule all. There we are. So that's about right. So, workshop safety and safety introduction. Kitchen safety and hygiene is fine. We can stop some of these. Carpentry apprenticeships working. That's working. Behavioural therapy. We don't have a teacher because we've got like pharmacological treatment and stuff like that. A lot of people in here. Look at this. Look at the amount of people that we really need to treat. We need a bigger infirmary. We really do. The total virus outbreak you see is slowly going down. It's currently free time. This is all going down now. What I'm going to do is just keep getting armed guards. I need to get up to probably my maximum, which is 6. There we go. 2 of them will be standing around doing nothing, but remember, we're going to have them over here as well. So we will be able to redeploy when we need to. You can see, however, that the daily cash flow is really being reduced. The reason it was artificially increased last time because of the saws and such. And let me just check. Yeah, we're getting logs in there now instead of the sheet metal. So that's hopefully fix that issue. The total infected is going down. It's currently sleep time. We do need to do another shakedown because we have not yet really finished this. So let's crack on with that. We haven't really built anything at all on this side, and that person is stuck. Sorry, mate. I don't really know how to let you out other than sack you. We do need an entranceway, so what we'll do is probably have a door there for now, just to let him out, because he's understandably going, I'm stuck. Help. So there you go. He can get out, and then we'll put a door there as well. Right. So danger level's going up for obvious reasons. We're searching, and we've still got a fairly big infection rate. Can we recruit that guy? No. What about this guy? No. Why don't we just check? Why don't we just do it the easy way? Informants. Look at all the potential CIs here. So all of these guys, potential CIs. That rhymes. Get in. We need to go to deployment and then guard patrols. We do have a guard patrol going back and forward there. What I'm going to do is probably have a guard patrol going from there to there. Like that. And then here as well. Oh, but because they connect up, actually, it'll be on the other ones as well. So we don't need that. And I realised that actually that dog patrol goes right over all of these. We probably need to sort a lot of these patrols out. It's fairly problematic and something we need to change. But as I said, it's I'm really just trying to get these bits done, and then what we'll end up doing is having an episode where we fix a lot of the little niggles that aren't really worth doing right now because it'll slow us down. So there's a lot of money just gone because of the guard taser certification. We do need to go to our remove tunnels and remove a tunnel like that. There we go. Because we've got these ones down here. Insufficient money. You can't remove. We can't remove them. Can't remove the tunnels apparently because of the insufficient cash. It's starting to look a bit dirty as well. The prison's just going to hell because of the load we're putting on it. You know, we've expanded it. You know, look at the size of it. This was what we started with, and now we've got this up here, and then all of this on the right hand side. Now we're starting on the left as well, and then we have to copy it down. Good grief. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. But the search is almost completed, which it is now done. We only found one escape tunnel. Doesn't mean there isn't any more, but we only found the one. In terms of infected prisoners, it's up to 47, so we're keeping it about right. I don't really want to lock them up anymore because, as you can see, the danger level is going up. I think it would have probably booted off a long time ago if we didn't rehire these armed guards, so I'm not really that fussed that we've got the suppression mechanic back in play. We just need to go to remove tunnels, which we've now done, and I think we will leave it there because we're cracking on a bit, and I'm really out of money, so I can't really crack on with the building on this left-hand side. So next episode, I want to get this area really far on. So what it means is getting this kitchen and canteen up and running. This building here, I don't think we'll do it just yet. We'll probably leave that. I do need some more cleaning cupboards. I also need some more, what would it be? Cleaning cupboards, laundry, ideally chapel, maybe even an infirmary, but I'll probably put infirmary on one and chapel on the other. I don't know which way, but we'll probably do it that way. And then we need to get the death row in there, and then these extras on that side. This is still going to take probably another month. So, you know, 3 weeks, whatever. We'll see how this one goes. As always, though, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.